Let's talk about the left-right paradigm and why I say politics aren't binary. Because I'm pretty sure at one point or another, we've all run into somebody that generally, based upon what we've seen, what we've heard them say, we assume one thing. And then, there always seem to be a particular topic. It could be absolutely anything that it it seems to not fit within the paradigm of what we would normally think. And upon self-reflection, I may have actually done this video before. I'm beginning to think more and more I have. But you know what? Ain't nothing wrong with an update. Some things you gotta kind of hammer home sometimes. Why? Because people are busy. People got stuff and things to do. And so I think about this, and it also kind of came up. I was watching a podcast earlier, and some folks were talking by, and they were kind of breaking it down. Like, wait a second, this kind of sounds like a meme review here. It's like, wait, are you just breaking down kind of social media memetics here, and just kind of describing current events, and realizing, well, maybe things aren't all one way or all the other, but how else will we know how self-righteous we are? How else will we know that we're the good guys? Because we can't be the bad guys, because that would be inherently bad. Well, if everything is subjective, then isn't that all subjective too? I don't know. These are just things that I kind of hear folks saying around here, and this is why I say things tend to come full circle as well. Because no matter where you start, I don't know. We kind of seem to be ending up in the same place, and I think that's something we need to solve for. How do we do that? Well, we get better. We have the technology. I'm sitting here on a browser-based frickin' thing, broadcasting to multiple platforms right now. That's pretty frickin' cool. And even somebody like me can use it, so that makes it even more useful, at least to me. So that's why I'm looking at this, and it's like, all right, are you now no longer friends or associated with somebody online? Perhaps a social media platform that you actually knew this person in real life. You actually got along. You may have actually gone through trials and tribulations. Are disagreeing about the thoughts in one's head that comes out of people's mouths, is that really worth not being a friend with somebody? I don't know. Maybe it is. Well, why would we choose to do that? It's like, well, we're getting crap from other folks. Okay. Are those other folks your friends, or are they just kind of giving you crap? Maybe they are. I'm pretty sure a good friend would actually want to sit down and talk. This is why I say I'm a terrible human being. I often don't do this myself. And that's why I believe, oh, well, maybe we should admit the sin. Maybe we should actually admit when we're wrong. Why? Well, you need a path to penance somehow. That's my opinion on that. So I just see this, and I don't care if it's left or right. This is the interesting thing. I hang out with a bunch of conservatives and stuff. And then what do you hear about? Well, if they're not complaining about leftists, they seem to be complaining about themselves. It's like, oh, those rhinos, oh, those neocons, those paleocons. And then you gotta go over to the left, and it's like, even within the veins of different quote unquote communism and stuff, you got the anarchists yelling at the Leninists, the Leninists yelling at the Maoists. I'm just creating words here out of the blue and everything as well, or at least attempting to. But here's the thing, you're like, oh, it's almost like maybe there's more differentiation within the group than there are between everybody. Because I thought we were all human. It's like, oh, well, if most folks just want to live a good life and be left alone, I don't know. I think that encompasses the vast majority of folks. So I don't know. Is there a silent majority? I don't know if it's silent. I'd say maybe it's a quiet majority. The vast amount of folks within the middle, outside of whatever tail ends of the distribution you're talking about, that are like, just want to live a good life and be left alone. And if we can do better overall, that seems like kind of a good thing. I think that's the vast majority of folks. And then we just get all caught up between the folks that we know and trust and happen to be around, and we tend to go that way. And you know what? When we have a bad experience, we often just kind of will go the other way at times, because nobody's ever done that on the internet. Just something to think about. Thank you all for watching. Be safe, everybody. Peace out, and long live the Elbow Bump. Boop. And